So here we are, Modern Magic, 8 Rex again, and let's see how it goes. So I've got one piece of land, and then I've got a lot of one mana spells. I actually have a Mutavault as well that doesn't give black mana. It will with this legendary land because this makes everything a swamp. So I'm going to start by using Thoughtseize, look at his hand, and throw a card, play the legendary land out. So there we go. I dropped this Crinkle's command because it lets him put two goblins on the table, so I just want to slow him up. He plays a land, has nothing else he can do. Now I put the Mutavault down. I use Inquisition of Kozilek to look at his hand and throw something else, which is Gutter Snipe because it's a creature that does 2 damage, and it also deals 2 damage every time he uses a spell. And then I use my other land to play out the Shrieking Affliction, which is going to punish him whenever his cards are down to 1 or less, which is not yet. So he proceeds, doesn't have anything still. I wrench mine to discard 2 cards. He then plays an instant, this Searing Sphere to damage me because anyway he's going to lose the card. And then he gets discarded. So he's down to 1 card, and now the Shrieking Affliction is biting him in the upkeep phase for 3 life per turn. But he's got 3 land out now, and now he gets a Gutter Snipe down. It's a 2/2, and he's going to attack for 2 every turn, and whenever he casts a spell, it's going to be another 2, so he could do up to 4 damage potentially. I'm doing 3 with my Affliction. So what I really want to do is to turn off the Gutter Snipe with the new card, Ensnaring Bridge. Creatures with power greater than the number of cards in your hand can't attack. So I need to get my number of cards in hand down to 1 or less, and then this creature will be unable to attack. The problem is to play Ensnaring Bridge, I need 3 pieces of land and I only have 2, so I really need a piece of land soon, and then I can lock this creature out of it. So I hit him with a second Shrieking Affliction, so he's going down by 6 every turn now. But what he does here is he casts a spell to damage me for 3, and he gets 2 from the snipe, and he's going to attack. So he's going to be doing like 7 damage here, and I'm already behind him. So I've really got to get my land and lock this creature out of here. So I do get my land, and I'm going to straight away put the Ensnaring Bridge down. And now notice can't attack. That's because he has 2 power and I have only 1 card in hand, and the Ensnaring Bridge basically locking out any creature with more than 1 power now. So now I knocked him for 6 with the Shrieking Affliction. I'm winning the race now. He could still do a spell, damage me for 3. He's got 1 card in hand, damage me for 3, and get 2 damage from this ability, but he then can't do the other 2. So he's going to be doing about 4, 5, 6 damage per turn, and I'm going to do 6. So it looks like I'm going to win the race because of the Ensnaring Bridge. Yeah, he does another spell and knocks me for 2, and then another 2 from here, knocks me from 8 to 4. But I have Victim of Night now, which is great, so I can use this and destroy this creature. It is not a vampire, werewolf, or zombie, so I can destroy it for 2 black mana. Now I destroy it, and we come to his phase, and he gets knocked for 6, and he loses. So there you see the Ensnaring Bridge. The new card is absolutely crucial because if the opponent gets a lot of creatures out in play, there's not much you can do to remove them, but the Ensnaring Bridge combined with no cards in your own hand is going to make it impossible for any of them to attack. And the way you get no cards is you play this Necrogen Mists, which says at the beginning of both players' upkeep, discard a card. So you can pretty much ensure that you have no cards in your hand for the rest of the game. And then none of the creatures will be able to attack. So that is the power of the Ensnaring Bridge. Good game.